Well, here we are about mid-January in the new year of 2025. And if you're like most people, you made a New Year's resolution and by now you've already thrown it out the window, given up, the dream is gone, and you've just gone back to normal life because, well, your modern day habits are just too tough to break. Look, I get it. But the reason most people fail with a New Year's resolution is you simply don't have the right plan. So today we're going to talk about how you can take any dream that you might have and make it a reality. We're going to walk you through the process I call dream mapping, where we can take your dream, no matter how big it might be, and learn to break it down into bite-sized, simple tasks that you can take every single day that will get you closer and closer to achieving your dream, and so make you able to live the life that you've always dreamed of. So let's get started looking at this process called dream mapping. Now, as I said, you can use this process to make any dream come true. I don't care how big the dream is, you can make your dream come true through the process of dream mapping. It's just a matter of time and energy applied in the right amount of steps. Completing the task on a regular basis makes your dream come true. Imagine this. You sit down to dinner and somebody takes an entire elephant and slaps it on the table in front of you and says, "There you go, and I expect you to eat every bite." Well, that's a bit overwhelming. How the heck am I going to eat an entire elephant? Well, the answer to that is one bite at a time. Yes, it's going to take you a while, and yes, you might be at that table for a while, but if you persistently apply one bite at a time, eventually you will eat that entire elephant, and eventually you're going to be able to make your dream come true, one simple step at a time. So let's make an example of what we want to do for a dream. Let's take something that's relatively simple. Let's say your dream right now is to buy your first home or maybe buy an investment property. But it just seems overwhelming because, the cost of housing is completely out of control and, I've got to have a down payment and I've tried saving for a down payment, but every time I save for a down payment, inflation comes in and, the cost of inflation is going faster than my savings and I just can't keep up and, it's hopeless, so I'll never be able to get my house. Now, that could be a vicious cycle that you fall into, but I'm going to show you a simple way to be able to fix that. So we're going to overcome those obstacles by creating a very simple plan. Now, take a look here at the dream mapping process. It starts very simple by writing down your dream. Now, that's one of the most important steps. Write down your dream. Take time to actually write down your dream. I don't care how big your dream is or how small your dream is. I don't care about the size of your dream. What I do care about is that you take time to write it down. And go ahead and be as detailed as you like. I'm not always super detailed when I write it down. That means when I write it down, I kind of write down the highlights of what I want my dream to be, and then I go back and fill in the details a little later. But you can write it down according to the way that makes you feel best. Just really color in as much as you can so that you really do have a clear picture of your dream. That's the purpose of writing it. You're painting a picture of what your dream looks like. And it might even help to write your dream down as if you've already achieved it. In this case, if you're looking to buy your first home, you write your dream in a way that sees you actually sitting on the sofa in your living room, watching your big screen TV, or listening to the crackle of the fire in the fireplace, or cooking at the kitchen in your new home, or parking your car in your new oversized two-car garage right next to your custom workbench where you're able to work on your hobbies. You write down whatever your dream looks like. Whatever it feels good to you, write it down. That's going to help to accelerate your emotions and your creative juices are going to really start to flow when you can clearly see your dream. Now, here is an extra tip. Most adults don't have any kind of an imagination. We've outgrown our imagination. Well, I'm going to tell you, be like a kid again. Sit back and imagine. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and turn on your imagination. Allow your mind to paint colors on the walls, put pictures up, see what kind of furniture you've got. Allow your mind to vividly paint the picture of what your dream looks like, and then take time to write it down. This is the most important part of your creative process in this dream mapping phase. You want to have the clear target, so write down your dream. Once you've got your dream written down, the next step would be to break that down into your goals. Well, if you're looking to buy your first home or your first investment property, one of your first goals would be to build up a down payment fund. Now, this is a very important goal, especially when you're buying real estate, because the better your down payment, the better rate you're going to get on your mortgage, which means the lower monthly payments, which means it's more affordable. So it's either affordable as a home or it cash flows an investment. Whichever your goal is, investment or a home, you want to be able to reach that down payment. Well, the problem with getting to the down payment is it just can't save fast enough, faster than inflation. Inflation keeps killing the value of my dollar, so I give up, and why start? Well, how about considering an alternative to that? Let's get out of the box. Here's where imagination helps. Now you can start imagining that when you save your money, it actually grows for you instead of shrinking with inflation. That means you want to find a vehicle that could help you to save at a way that protects you from inflation and potentially even helps your investment to grow faster than your savings rate. Now, right now, I'm a big fan of precious metals like gold and silver. I like precious metals like gold and silver in times of inflation because really, inflation is just a devaluation of your dollar. That means it takes more dollars to buy the same amount of stuff as it did before. That's inflation. Well, when inflation causes your dollar value to go down, it actually causes the value of precious metals like gold and silver to go up. So now, what if instead of trying to save your money in a savings account at your bank until you had enough for your down payment, you took that money and you invested it in silver? And now, as inflation eats away at the value of your dollar, it actually causes the value of your silver to raise, which increases your savings and helps you to get to your down payment goal that much faster. Now, I really like that strategy. In fact, I've used that myself to buy gold, and then when I reached a stage where I had enough gold, I sold it in order for a down payment on a piece of investment property that now generates me monthly cash flow. But I had to start by doing exactly the strategy that I'm sharing with you here today, by buying a little bit of an asset that wasn't going to lose value because of inflation and was going to even have the chance to appreciate over time, accelerating my savings growth and getting me that much closer to my down payment even faster. So our goal would be to do a down payment fund. Now, in order for some steps to happen, we're going to have to take some steps in order to reach that goal. Now, some of those steps could be, well, okay, I'm going to buy silver. What does silver cost? At the time of this recording, silver is roughly about $30 an ounce, give or take. It tends to fluctuate $1 or $2 on the market each day, so you want to research and get familiar with the cost of silver. Now, don't just look at the stock market and see what silver is. What you're really looking for is what's the silver spot price. Now, you can Google any coin dealer and they should post it on their website what the silver spot price is, and you can start to watch that. It can change 20, 30 times a day. It changes sometimes once every few minutes. But you want to keep an eye on what the silver spot price is, and you'll find that that is about your basis point for starting to invest. Now, when you're buying silver, you're usually paying spot plus because the dealer charges a premium, a little bit over that, and that's how they make their money. So one of the other goals you might have in there is to find out which silver dealer offers you the best price. I'll share mine with you in a minute because that way you can get silver at the best cost available in order to help you maximize your savings. One of the next steps you might want to take is look at your monthly budget. How much every month can I convert into silver in order to start building my down payment fund using precious metals with this strategy that I'm talking about here with you today? Now, I do use a company called At Cost Metals. And the reason I buy with At Cost Metals is because, well, silver and gold and precious metals, they sell at cost. So if I go to a traditional coin or silver dealer, I'm probably going to pay anywhere from 12 to 18% above spot. But with At Cost Metals, I'm paying an average of 2 to 3% above spot. That savings and now enables me to buy more silver, which accelerates my investment growth, which accelerates my wealth building process, and helps me get to my down payment fund that much quicker. Now, if you're interested in looking at Cost Metals, you can simply go to atcostmetals.com. And if you'd like to join At Cost Metals, make sure you use the promo code PRO-246. That's PRO-246. And that way you can register and buy your simple membership that enables you to be able to buy precious metals like gold and silver at cost. That would empower you to be able to use this strategy that I'm talking about to put your money into an inflationary safe vehicle that can help you grow to your down payment fund that much safer and that much faster. Now that we've established our steps, it's time to break those down into daily tasks. These are the simple bites of an elephant that you can take every day in order to reach your goal. Your goal, remember, is building up enough money to have a down payment to be able to buy that first home or investment property, both of which are going to help you to be able to build long-lasting wealth and grow your financial portfolio over your life. So some simple tasks might be to set up your monthly silver purchase budget. And remember, one of the tasks we had was to determine how much we could invest. Now in our task, you got to actually commit that amount. So let's say you set up and said, I could invest to spend $200 or $500 or $1,000 or whatever your monthly budget will allow you to do. Now you're going to actually commit that. Now you can even use that to set up automatic purchases every month. That's right, you can put that on autopilot. You can go in and set a monthly order that would empower you to automatically place that order every month and have your silver or precious metal shipped directly to you on a regular planned investment schedule. That's going to assure that you're not only growing your wealth and building your down payment fund, but that you're doing it as much on autopilot as possible, which means you don't have the chance to just forget. Now, one of the things you want to do in that process is establish your account with a silver dealer. I've already shared you with mine, and that's at costmetals.com. And if you want to register and buy metals at cost, use the promo code PRO-246, and you'll be able to register and buy unlimited amounts of precious metals at cost. That's a significant savings, a savings of 12 to 18% over just about any coin dealer you're going to find out there. And then your next test would be to start watching your investment grow. See how we just took what seems to be an impossible dream? We broke it down into safe, easy steps that you could take every day to help you to be able to reach your goal. Now, the speed at which you're going to get to your goal is really determined on your monthly budget. How much can you do? If you only do $200, you're still going to get there. It's just going to take you a little longer than if you did $500 or more. But don't worry about the length of time. You worry about taking the simple daily steps every single day until you actually reach your goal. The first house you buy might take you 2 years. The second house might take you a year. The third one might take 2 months. And then after that, they start to come faster and faster as you build. But remember, the process of your dream mapping here is to lay it out one step at a time until your dreams come true.